Hello guys, and we're back. And for today's video, we're just going to discuss with you a quick deck build that I did during Friday's pre-release. I was able to join on a short notice before I went back here in Iloilo, the Friday pre-release for Eldraine, and I'm going to share what was my build and just to give you a hint of the possible archetype that you might have to also reference to for this weekend's pre-release for Wilds of Eldraine. So I'm going to start with the deck choices, the deck colors. I decided to have red-white, as I was able to pull some relevant cards that goes well with the deck. Probably going to start with this card, the pre-release foil that I got, which is the Heartflame Duelist. So this is a 2 cast 3/1 human knight with adventure, with this ability that it can cast as a Heartflame Slash. That is an instant adventure. It can deal 3 damage to any target, but the duelist main purpose here is that it can become a 2-drop for 3/1 power and toughness. The static ability is instant and sorcery spells you control have lifelink. So in that instant, you might be having this to have some damage based spot removals, which also benefits you in the combat damage race, because it gives them static ability of lifelink. So I was able also to pull some relevant burn spells here out of my sealed pre-release kit. But we are first going to check on what are my other creature choices or chosen from the sealed pool. So first off here is the Skewer Slinger. This is probably for the 2-drop. It is a 1/3 creature with which whenever it blocks or becomes blocked, it can deal 1 damage to the creature. So that in its ability, if it's be able to block, it becomes sort of a 2 power effect. But when it goes well to just attack when no blocks, it will just only deal 1 damage. But the purpose here is that we need to be on the curve as to how the deck would be built around, if ever, because of the sort of an aggro nature. So another 2-drop here I've considered is this one. So we have a Boundary Lance Ranger. This is just sort of a 2 to cast further 2. Just a 2/2, but this ability that when you combat of your turn, if you control a creature with power 4 greater, you may discard a card and then draw a card. So that instance, there are situations where you would need to discard your extra lands in order to dig up your deck for more of your gas. So this is the purpose. Next is a rare Charming Scoundrel. This is a 2 to cast 1/1 with haste. That is ability that you can choose 3 options. You can discard a card and draw a card. You can create a treasure token to ramp up your maybe for your 4th spell or 3rd spell, or 3 mana or 4 mana in any situation. And then you can create a Wicked Roll token attached to the creature you control. So for a quick, I'm not sure if we have the token here. Let me just check and share to you guys what these rolls would be really relevant in how this new mechanic is or was introduced in this set. So this is the Wicked Roll token. This enchantment aura roll. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1, and then when this aura is put to the graveyard from the battlefield, each opponent loses 1 life. So in the nature of being an aggro deck, this would be really a very beneficial setup for this deck. But of course, being also given other options that would also depend on how your situation should arise, so that you can basically max out or optimize your play for this creature. So there's probably the 3 2-drops. I have the next 3-drop for the red, which is Red Captive. Enters the battlefield, create a treasure token. So it's also 3 to cast for 2/3. A good toughness, not a good attacker, but its important tool is it will go on the curve and also use ability to create a treasure token to ramp up your next 5-drop or maybe for your 6th-drop. And the 4 mana cost red creature here in the deck is Edgewall Pact. It's a 4 to cast 3/3 menace, and there's a battlefield, you create a 1/1 black creature token with this ability that cannot block. So just on the curve. Menace would also good in some situations, especially if you are using buff effect or combat tricks effect, so that's the purpose. And then this one is will go the 5-drop, but also with this ability of adventure that you can beat a path basically. His ability that up to 2 target creatures can be blocked this turn, so very crucial also. And the good thing is that this is 5 to cast 4 haste, can also go in the curve in the late game. Now for the spells, we have several spot removals here that I have again said that is considered because of the ability of that of the Heart Flame Duelist. So first off, we have this one, cut in, so this is for to cast 4 damage to target creature, and then you will create a young hero token attached to up to 100 creature you control. This is a good removal per se. We have again Witch Stalker Frenzy. This is 4 to cast 5 damage to the creature, but it will cost 1 colorless less to cast for each creature that attack this turn. So very also crucial in terms of the situational combat tricks effect. And the third removal in terms of damage is Spawn Splitter Bolt. This is a X for red bargain. So if you bargain, you will sacrifice an artifact enchantment token, and then it will deal X damage to target creature or planeswalker. If it was bargain, it will deal twice instead. So very crucial here. In certain situations, you just basically just pay for X and red if you have no bargain to use on that one. And last for the 2 is an equip Bespoke Battle Grab. This would also works well with Celebration, and the bonus +2 for 0 would also make your token creatures a more of a threatening power to attack. And then we have Monstrous Rage. This is one to cast target creature is +2 +0 on the turn, then you will create a monster roll token. It will also benefit a creature, especially if those in the deck instance that have prowess. And you can also have this one, a monster roll, wherein this token would have the giant creature +1/+1 in trample. Now for our white choices in the deck, as we wrap this up, in support for the duelist, we got another rare in the foil slot. This is Werewolf Bodyguard. So this is a very flashy combat tricks effect, Oblivion Ring, or let's say Banisher Priest effect. It can enter the battlefield except to one other target non-fax creature. So there might be instances that you may have fax creatures that can be removed, but I think that's very slight chance already. So it will remove that until Werewolf Bodyguard leaves the battlefield. And also this ability that you can pay to sacrifice it to gain 2 life. So there are situations that you can use this, but the important thing is that it is a very flashy spot removal and also a creature attacker in one card. Okay, next, our only mythic in the deck, which I was able to pull, this is Moonshaker Cavalry. This is probably the white version for the Clater of Behemoth effect, except that it will also had not only +1/+1 or +6/+X, but also flying to the creatures you control, where X is the number of creatures you control. So this is also a 6/6 flyer. Sadly, it does not haste, but it will still in its purpose in any situations that you are mostly your creatures are black or they may have a gum up the board. So you can have this one to just fly them, their creatures, for the win or for the Aspo Strike. Now for some support creatures that just going the curve, Frostbridge Giant, that can be so 2 to cast 2/2 that can also tap in irrelevant creatures. We also have Unassuming Sage. This is also going to cast 2 to cast 2/2, but it has the option also to pay additional 2 to create a Sorcerer Roll token. And then we have Armory Mice. This is just a go with Celebration effect, but basically this is just going to be a 2 to cast 3/1 vanilla, but this is just going to have +0/+2 in certain situations. Now for the non-creature spells, that is, let's say as a solo creature, because it can also produce tokens that can add up to your board to have or become a creature, is this one, Mighty Valor. It gets the giant creature +2/+2 in Vigilance, and also when enters the battlefield, create a 2/2 White Knight creature token with Vigilance. And also, in addition to that, is Hopeful Vigil. This is 2 to cast enchantment that goes with creating a 2/2 White Knight creature token with Vigilance, and also it put it in the graveyard from the battlefield, you will scry 2, and you can pay 3 to sacrifice it. And more of the removal effects in the form of enchantments. We have Coop Up, like improve the pacifism. We have a Glass Casket. This is also a reprint card from the original Eldraine. And Stroke of Midnight as a spot removal. that can destroy target non-land creature, and controller creates a 1/1 white human creature token. And also secure utility instant with the moment of valor, wherein you can attack target creature against destructible and the sound 0 or destroy target creature power 4 greater. That's basically it for the build. We have 23 in total for the cards, and it's just a one white card ahead of the red. And our components here, which I just numbered, are probably 9 plains and 8 mountain. So that's pretty much sums up my pre-release deck sealed for Wilds of Eldraine. We have a Boros aggro that builds around the life-linking spot removals, and if you are able to pull some of these components, maybe you can have this one as a reference for your pre-release or your next pre-release event for Wilds of Eldraine. I guess that's about it, guys. Thank you for checking this video, and see you on the next one.